down here with Albuquerque Kickboxing with kickboxer, Muay Thai fighter, and K1 fighter Raymond Martinez. Raymond, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you.
Raymond, can you tell us what ranks you hold within the Albuquerque Kickboxing system?
I'm their head trainer right now. I have a full instructor certification in Muay Thai. I have a black belt in Filipino martial arts, and I'm trying to work on my jiu-jitsu now.
Now, you got a fight coming up October, 7th, 8th? 8th. And it's kind of, not an odd fight, I would say, but more a unique fight. It's K1 rules, and it's going to be the first held here in New Mexico, to my knowledge. I don't think there's ever really been K1 rules fights here. Can you tell us the difference between K1 kickboxing and a Muay Thai match?
Mainly it's the strikes that you gotta do. Kickboxing, you can't do any of the knees or the elbows. K1, you gotta do the knees, no elbows. I don't know why that's one is better than the other, but that's how it is. And in Muay Thai, you gotta use everything.
Now, when and why did you start training for Muay Thai, kickboxing, MMA, martial arts in general?
When I was 7, my parents put me in wushu, and I think it was more of like a discipline thing at that age, and I got a lot out of it. Lots of discipline, lots of respect. As far as the art goes, you can see it sometimes when I fight, but it's not what I favor. When I did find Muay Thai and my stand-up game, I fell in love with it because it's pretty straightforward. It's just a great art, and it's everything. I'm here all the time training, so it's pretty much my life.
Now, describe a typical day training for yourself for this upcoming fight.
So I generally wake up pretty early, try and get a morning run, then I'll eat breakfast. I'll get here. I teach a little bit, then I get my first workout in. Make sure I get a little bit of food in me. I teach almost all day. So then when I do get a chance to go home and eat lunch, I'll probably take a little nap, and then come back, work out with my fight team, and then if Sifu Ray has the time, he'll hold for me at the end of the night, and then that's my day.
Okay. And do you know who your opponent is at Fight Road 17?
His name's Chad Padilla, but I haven't met him.
You've never met him, so you don't have no film on him.
I mean, I looked him up like everyone else,
YouTube and whatnot.
Yeah, tried to YouTube him, see if I can find anything. I'm sure he did the same thing. Couldn't find anything on him, but he's from Fit, and the last time I fought a guy from Fit, there was a really good fight, so I'm hoping for the same thing.
Now, because it's K1, did you guys bring in anybody special for the K1 rules style of fighting, or are you guys leaning more towards training for that K1 style?
Yeah.
More so, I mean, what is it that you're doing?
I'd say, mainly we've been trying to work my knees a little bit more, get that ready, get my defense ready, and get my movement ready. Since I'm fighting at such a light weight, I know it's going to be fast-paced, so I need to be prepared for that. Sifu Ray's really good about changing things and making sure I'm doing the right stuff. It's just making sure that I do it now after we show them.
Now, obviously you do a lot of stand-up. Have you ever thought of doing any of the MMA inside the cage, maybe even in the ring?
I think I'd love to do that. If the opportunity occurred, I'd really want to. I've done some of the grappling tournaments. Placed when I was a teenager, got second place, and then last year or 2 years ago, when I turned 18, I did the men's division and got third. So I'd like to. I need to improve that portion of my game before I step in there.
Sounds good. Now, what do you hope to accomplish as a whole? I guess being a teacher, also in your Muay Thai, kickboxing, stand-up, grappling career, I guess, where do you see yourself in 1 year from now?
Really, I want to progress more, as much knowledge about the martial arts as I can. Fighting is a passion, and I love to do it, but ultimately I want my own gym when that time occurs. Hopefully, Sifu is okay with it, and I'll branch out and have my own place. And that's the ultimate goal, is to have your own place so that you can show everyone else what you know.
Sounds good. Ray, thanks for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Sellmore.com.
Grab on, knees, switch, so on the back. We're going to start jab, cross, guys, switch your stance, so your left round kick, cross again, and then right knee. So jab, cross, switch your stance, left round kick, cross again, right knee. Anyone use this combination again? Alright, go ahead.